Hey guys, I'm Dan.
I'm Bob.
And I'm Jeff.
And this is the Board Game Rundown. And today we're going to look at and review Point Salad by AEG. It says it plays in 15 to 30 minutes and 2 to 6 players. I can see all of that being pretty accurate.
Yeah, pretty accurate.
What kind of game is this?
I'd say it's like a deck builder.
Oh, okay.
Well, you're really playing a deck.
Oh, wait. No, you're right. It's a Point Salad game. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
point salad
Okay,
type of game.
sure.
Yeah.
A little bit of a tableau.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. It's I was going to say set collection, but you actually are just lining it up like set collection. It
Correct.
really is just a drafting
Card drafting game.
Card drafting game where you're trying to. So basically, at the start of the game, this is what it looked like at the end.
Yes.
At the start of the
This is
game,
what
there's
high
gonna
score
be,
looks like.
Shut up. There's going to be 3 piles of point cards like this, and there are going to be 2. They're not going to necessarily be the same, but basically there's going to be 3 piles of point cards like this, and then 2 cards are revealed from the top of each deck like that. And then you go around and you can either draft 1 of the point cards on your turn, so I could just take this, or 2 of the vegetable cards. At the end of your turn, they then get refilled. You'll notice that these are all the double backing, right? So all of these are both, and that is how they get flipped like that. And also it shows you what is on the other side of the point cards, because on your turn as a free action, you can choose to flip one of your point cards you already have over to the vegetable side, and that can matter for your scoring options. But yeah, seriously, it is literally just collecting these and then trying to build this up. So for every 3 tomatoes, I get 8 points. For every set of 1 tomato, 1 onion, and 1 lettuce, I get 8 points, right? Bob's strategy over here was literally just get pepper, carrot, lettuce the whole game.
Pepper, carrot, lettuce.
That's what I tried to do, but none of the things I needed came up. And then when they did come up, Jeff drafted them all, even though he didn't get any points for them. What are
Sorry.
you doing, Jeff? It makes no sense. But literally, there's not much else to talk about. The components here are good. The cards felt a little weird when I first unboxed them. They were really sticking to each other. But once I spread them apart, shuffled them, set them down, perfect. Didn't
Yeah.
have any other sticky issues. And the rule book, I'll tell you this about this game, guys. I know the 15 to 30 minute thing. I opened up this rule book while Bob ran to the bathroom. I literally
It's
read
number 1 too, so it's like very little time.
Right. I literally read through the 3 pages or whatever in like 2 minutes, looked at it, and I said, okay, guys. I put the rule book aside. I set the game up, and we played. I mean, it was the easiest
So
game
easy.
to learn and teach ever. I had
Yeah,
never played this
Look
game
at the
before.
rulebook even once afterwards.
Yeah, no. So yeah, insanely easy if you've ever played games before and stuff, right? Insanely easy to pick this up and know what you're doing, teach, and play. This took no effort whatsoever, and this game's pretty widely talked about. People talk about Point Salad a lot. And I
Yeah.
was glad to finally be able to get
Try
the
it
chance
out.
to play it.
Yeah.
So we are going to review this game. That's kind of the overview of how to play. The way that we're going to review it is we're all going to rank it from 1 to 10, give our own personal thoughts and opinions, final thoughts, and then we'll average them all together at the end. So there's one score we have to share on social media and stuff like that. But yeah, Jeff, what did you think of Point Salad?
I'm going first?
Yeah,
Is it because
you're
you're Tim's
Spencer.
chair?
Yeah.
And you're going last? It was a fun little game. I don't think it's obviously a game I would pick up for myself, but if I was going to like a family event, I could definitely bring this out and see it getting played a lot. In that sense, I think I would fall down on probably a 7.5
Okay.
because it is a pretty simple game. You can get it played a lot. There's not too much strategy. And if you're playing with people who are just better gamers than you, you're probably going to end up losing a lot. No matter what you do. So.
Whatever, Mr. Boring, same strategy twice over here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Okay, so
okay.
a 7.5. Bob,
Not
yeah,
bad.
go ahead. Why not?
Sure. So I enjoyed it. Of course, it gets the I won bump, right? Twice. But it is super simple. It's lightweight. You can introduce it to like a lot of people. Calculating out the points is not difficult to do, although you do have to kind of like be careful because like Dan ran into, it's like he wanted one of the cards, but all the other cards were negative points for him. So you had to be real careful what he took. But then with the once per turn, you can flip a card over to kind of get rid of some of those negative points to try to use one of those vegetables instead. I like how they're dual-sided like that. It's pretty handy. Nice, clever little box. I'd probably put it on a 7. I would recommend it. I would definitely play it again. Not what I'm gonna rush out to get, but like I said, somebody's sitting around. We're like got some time, or we're waiting for somebody to show up. They want to play, sure. So let's knock it out and play it again.
Yeah, I agree with everything both of you guys have said. I'm also around the 7.5 area. It is a game that I would recommend. I actually might pick it up, just because this kind of fills that same spot as like a Sushi Go or something like that. That is a fantastic family game. Like, man, this would go over so well at my family get-togethers for sure. Like, man, like it's just so simple, and yet it has a fun quirk to it with the double-sided cards and the set collection. Again, not exact set collection, but you know what I'm saying. I think my family in general would love this, and I might pick it up because I would assume this game is pretty cheap.
Yeah. Not a lot of
just a bunch of cards in a small box, you know. So yeah, I'm going back and forth on the two, but the first number that popped in my head was a 7.5. So I'm gonna go with 7.5 just because of how simple this game is. It is so stress relieving to open up a rule book. I have never played this game before. I've never even watched it played before, and I opened up the rule book, learned how to teach it in 2 minutes.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
pretty
like
good.
that is so nice to be able to just be here's what we're doing, guys. Let's just play a couple times back to back to back. You know,
Not enough games have that.
yeah, and it has a nice spot on my shelf, games like that are just, again, that's one of the reasons I like Sushi Go so much. It's so easy to teach, and it's an amazing way to introduce people to that drafting mechanic. You know?
Yeah.
And this has a similar thing with, it has some drafting, but also it has this, well, what do you do on your turn? Are you building up your ingredients, or are you taking your point cards? Because you have a bunch of ingredients and no point cards, you're not getting no points. But if the second game, I purposely tried a strategy where I just took a bunch of point cards early on, and then I was seeing if I could just get those vegetables later on and see if I could just turbocharge my point cards, and they just weren't coming up. Like, I mean, it was so hard to get them. Also, though, interesting balance on some of them that cards that you need. So this one, you need an onion to get the points for it in the set, but it is an onion. So that is 1/9 of the cards. In a 3-player game, it's 9 of each vegetable. It's different for player counts. But so this card is 1/9. So if you're trying to do a strategy where you just have a bunch of onion cards and you're trying to do this, that one's negative onion actually. But I had a bunch that were getting me points. Right, that were getting me points. Sure. So this is a tomato with a tomato on the back. And I had a bunch of that in my second game where I was running into a problem trying to do that because I wanted to test that strategy. And I was like, okay, well, the game is telling you to spread yourself out a little bit more. That strategy is not going to work exactly.
Unless you just
I
go
liked
for
that.
carrots and peppers.
You just got lucky too that the 2 cards you had with carrots and peppers weren't carrots and peppers. So being able to get those, being able to get those early, and then just, you don't care, just take as many as you can. Yeah.
Yep.
And that's kind of on us for not stopping you too, but I was just more so interested in testing
Playing your
out
own
my
game.
own strategy.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care what Bob does. Like in the first game, there was a slight hate draft at the very end. I had to stop one of them, and I thought that if I stopped Jeff, the points would be closer than if I stopped Bob, but I think I missed that. I think Bob still would have won.
Because either one of the ones you didn't take still would have left me with more points.
So yeah, Bob was in a very fortuitous ending at the end where it was like, either you take a card that hurts me, but then I just take the other card that helps me, or you take a card that definitely hurts Jeff, and I get to choose the card. Yeah. He was on top no matter what.
I was.
But
so yeah, if you take all of our scores and you average them together, 7.3.
7.3. Okay,
Not
Bob,
bad.
I'll trust your math, I guess.
How do you think I won?
But yeah, 7.3, I think that is totally fair for this game. Again, comparing this game to like a giant worker placement game or something.
Sure.
If you hear that there's a big worker placement game we all love with a 7.5 and this game with 7.3, you're going to be like, that's weird, but they're rated on different scales.
Yeah.
Sure.
For
What
what
it
this game
is.
brings to the table, I think that is a fair score. And I would recommend checking it out. Again, this is a very famous game that I have just missed entirely. I haven't had a chance to play it. And I'm really glad I did, and I think you guys might too. It's light, but you want that sometimes.
It's enjoyable.
Yeah. For sure. But anyway, this was a super short, fast review because this is a super
short, fast game, right?
So-
Can't have the review last longer than the game played in.
So this was Point Salad from AEG, and I've been Dan.
I was Bob.
And I am Jeff.
This is the Board Game Rundown. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys in the next review.
Thanks for checking out the Board Game Rundown. If you like what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Share our videos on social media and spread the word. We publish new content weekly, including reviews, unboxing, and Let's Plays. And as always, thanks for watching.